Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hot Toys have just announced officially their 1/6 scale King Shark figure. Now it's a power pose figure, which I think means it'll be cheaper because it doesn't have as much articulation, but that's good because it means that we're not going to see too many unsightly joints on a figure like this, which is really kind of stripped down. Just, it would be very obvious. You know, we can already see some joints around the shoulder and the wrist for turning there. I was expecting articulation in the bottom jaw, and I'm kind of glad it's not there. There's not much to look at, but there's a lot to talk about. The top row of teeth I wish was a bit more visible. I'm sure they're in there, you know, underneath. You can sort of look up into the mouth and see the top row of teeth. But the skin texture looks fantastic. I mean, first of all, the film was great. I enjoyed it, and I've seen it once at the cinema, and I'll look forward to getting it on Blu-ray, adding it to the collection. And this is a figure that I would definitely try to pick up. Seeing it is, you know, a power pose figure is going to be cheaper than if it was a fully articulated 1/6 scale piece from Hot Toys. This should be a pretty reasonable price. Definitely one of my favorite characters from the film. Now, I've always been a huge shark fan, like most people, I guess. Just been obsessed with sharks since a little kid, especially the great white shark, and this is just cool. I love Sylvester Stallone, so the fact that he did the voice for King Shark was awesome. Some really funny moments in the movie, quite a likable, lovable character even. But the battle damage, or the little signs of, you know, scars and history on his skin, is really well done. Now this was a picture when we first saw him at one of the events, and it comes with the orange shorts, it looks like. So a change of shorts. There's literally not much else to the outfit, just the shorts. So you get two options there. Some interchangeable hands, and the book, don't forget he reads that upside down. That's the way he does it. And he just looks really sweet. I think it's because you can't see the top row of teeth that he has that kind of cute look about him. If you could see the top row of teeth as prominently as the bottom row, then you know, he'd be a bit more terrifying looking. Now there is a little thing, I'm not too sure the technical name for it. I'm not seeing it on King Shark's bottom row of teeth here. In the center of the bottom row of teeth on a great white shark, and it was present in the movie, there's this kind of a little bridge of, I don't know what you'd call it. There's this right in the middle. If you go looking at great white sharks pictures on Google or whatever, you'll see what I'm talking about. Right in the center of the bottom row of teeth, it's this kind of split that separates, and it was in the movie because I remember seeing that and thinking, oh wow, they actually, you know, went to the trouble to make it accurate to how a real great white shark would be. But yeah, that doesn't seem to be on the Hot Toys figure, but again, it was in the movie, so I don't know. Maybe there's a close-up picture we'll see in a minute that will reveal it, but I'm not seeing it so far. I do like the photography that they've used here, and the style of the posters, kind of quite keeping, you know, in keeping with the vibe of the film and the artwork for the movie posters and stuff. But the real rough texture on the skin I'm really liking. So you can move the arms kind of forwards and backwards. I don't think there's any articulation in the elbows at all. Again, it's a power pose figure, so yeah, we just saw a close-up of the mouth. Well, I could see the mouth there, the bottom row of teeth did not have that. I'm going to try to put a picture of it on the screen right now so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, the wrist joint there, a little bit unsightly. Maybe they just could have gone with some molded hands that were part of the arm that were just in a kind of pose that would allow him to hold the book, you know, in general. Look at the detail on the back of his elbow there, that's nice. The dorsal fin on the back looks good. I'd be curious to know how tall he is next to other 1/6 scale figures, but just looking at that picture right there, I'd proudly display that in my collection. Honestly, I don't need the rest of the Suicide Squad from this movie. I do like the look of Harley Quinn at the beginning of the movie, not so much in the dress, that was cool, but I'm more of a fan of her look at the beginning of the film. And definitely big fan of Bloodshot. Bloodshot. That was a combination of Bloodsport and Deadshot. Yeah, never really heard of Bloodsport before this movie. Certainly, you know, never saw him in any comic books or anything. But I think Idris Elba did an amazing job and was very funny, and definitely, you know, the leader of the group, John Cena, was hilarious as well. Everyone was really cool in this movie. It was wacky, you know, it was really, really random at times and crazy, but I definitely enjoyed it, and I will be getting it. But if I was only going to get one figure from the movie, I would choose King Shark here. So I think they've done an excellent job. The kind of black soulless eyes of the great white have been done quite well there. But again, the texture of the skin, the dorsal fins present and correct, The gills looking good, but again, man, the texture of the skin is just excellent. Really curious to know what this feels like in hand, like literally in hand. So I think this is pretty much the last image, folks. So just sharing my thoughts on this one. Quite excited. Probably won't be getting it day one, but one day I'll try and scoop this up and add it to my DC collection. But drop a like on the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. More good stuff coming at you real soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.